What's up guys and girls, welcome to another video. In this God of War Ragnarok video, I want to talk about a mystery that was actually solved and no one really seems to be talking about it. In God of War 2018, if you go to Jotunheim, there is actually text you can find. Atreus writes this text down in his notebook and it's labeled, "The Guardian Returns." For a long time, people believed Kratos to be the Guardian. Some said Atreus. I said maybe Faye might be coming back because she was the original Guardian because she brought all of them to Jotunheim. At least this was my interpretation. But God of War Ragnarok seems to have answered this for us. Now let's read through it together and then I'll go and interpret this and talk about how it actually is solved. So it starts by saying, "The Guardian returns. We foresee Midgard's fate. Overrun a second hell. Neither Odin nor his dead may reach Jotunheim. The ways must be shut. The serpent and the guardian remained. They alone shall keep our hope. When doom befalls the indestructible, only then shall the guardian return. Until then we await a better world, one without fear, without greed, without war. We wait for deliverance and justice. We wait for a champion. We will wait for word that gods grow good. Hope that world gets here soon." Now back in God of War 2018, all we could do was speculate, but now we have evidence on who the Guardian is. In fact, it's not just one person referenced here, two people are referenced. In the first paragraph, it represents a Guardian. In the second paragraph, it represents a champion. The giants were waiting for Kratos and Atreus. Atreus is the guardian that they're talking about. It says when doom befalls the indestructible, which is Baldur, only then shall the guardian return. After we killed Baldur, the guardian Atreus went to Jotunheim. The second paragraph says we wait for deliverance and justice, we wait for a champion. Now that word has been brought up several times in God of War 2018 when we went into one of the shrines and saw that a champion will lead them to Ragnarok. And of course that champion became Kratos, who accepted his role as a general. And this is exactly what Freya wanted, Kratos to be the champion, not Atreus. But that final line says, "We wait for word that gods grow good." Now this is obviously going back to Atreus. Atreus, after the end of the game, is going out to find the giants to bring them back. We learned in God of War 2018 from Angrboda that the giants actually left the 9 realms and went into different lands. Here is Angrboda talking about that.
A while back, you talked about how the giants left. You ever think about them?
All the time. They're far from here. Far from Odin and Thor. But I wonder what lands they've gone to, what seas they've crossed. Why?
I want to find them. I'm gonna save my father and then I'll find them.
They sailed the sea and went to other realms, and Atreus did say at the end of the game that he's going to go out and find the rest of the giants and tell them that it's safe. Atreus on this mission to get all the giants together, I think the Guardian is obviously referring to him. A lot of people believe that it's Angrboda that the giants are talking about because she is the one that has the marbles. But she literally gives the marbles to Atreus and they're now his responsibility. Also, the note does say when doom befalls the indestructible, only then will the Guardian return. Thing is though, Atreus had returned to Jotunheim right after Baldur died, and Angrboda returned years after Baldur died. I think that the Guardian is 100% Atreus, and I think that's really shown at the end as he's the one that goes out looking for the giants, not Angrboda. Angrboda's purpose, and she said this many times, was just simply to tell Atreus what he's supposed to do. And then after that, that's pretty much it. Like Kratos said at the end of God of War 2018, this is Atreus' story. Faye brought the giants to Midgard after Thor started to attack them, and was going to be this ambassador to tell them eventually that it's time to return home, something that she will never do. We learned in God of War 2018 that Faye chose a new path. She chose Kratos and Atreus. Here is Sindri saying this.
So how was your trip to Jotunheim?
Will you give them a little privacy? The kid just found out he's a giant. He doesn't need you interrogating him.
Brock, you knew?
Oh, we knew Faye was the last guardian of the Jotnar left in Midgard. That's why we made her the axe. We hoped it could restore the balance of power.
After Thor went all berserk with our hammer.
Though in the end it seems she chose another path. She chose, well, You. Both of you. I suppose she figured that was the best chance for the Giants to live on. And now, I suppose, that's up to you.
How about that? A young Jotun with us the whole time. And the son of Laufey, the just... Oh, I should have seen it before!
But what about Kratos? You see, the whole second paragraph is all about God's growing good. And of course, if we notice at the end of God of War Ragnarok, when Kratos stared at that final painting of himself, that final shrine, it shows that he's being revered by everybody. God's growing good. Kratos' life is all about vengeance, revenge, and it's a dark hell that he can never escape from, accepting that he's a monster. But in this new world, this new upcoming world, he is a rebuilder. He's helping people. He's dealing with the problems of spirits, surprisingly. Kratos will make a better world. One without fear, without greed, without war. And this new world that he's rebuilding will have justice. He is the champion. And that, my friends, is a world that the Giants will one day get to see again. Because Atreus is going to get word that it's safe to return. And when he finally does, when he's finally done with his adventures around the world, he can finally return home with the Giants and see his father once again. Older, stronger, and wiser. Both of them together. And that is going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed the mystery finally being solved. I love the story of Kratos, man. I'm thinking about playing the Greek games again, maybe on stream, just to see how far this character has really come. And I don't know, man. I think that this writing is on a completely new level. But let me know what your thoughts on The Guardian Returns. I'm going to be out of here. Thank you guys and girls for listening. Deuces.